fun. All right, Bill, what we got on the agenda tonight? Because if you guys leave it to me, we're going to be talking immediately starting out with North Carolina and with NCU and TCU. I was a little disappointed in that, and I have a lot to say on that. But go ahead, Bill. You're driving.
All right. Well, I mean, the first one on the list for tonight, yeah. Alabama fans want a mutiny. Should head coach Kalen Debouer get fired? And it is DeBoer.
Okay. You want this one, Joe, or you want me to take this one?
Man, my whole feed is sports now since we started doing this.
Yep.
All I see are calls to fire this guy. The theme of last week were upsets, but I only see Alabama fans headhunting their coach. No, he should not get fired, and no, he should not get fired midseason, no matter how bad the season's going. It's not the same Alabama. They're going to need years to establish themselves. That they're in the toughest division, the toughest conference, because it was their conference and everyone had to adapt to Alabama for, what was it, 18, 19 years of Coach Saban. No, you don't fire the coach after week one. No, you don't. And I don't care. And if they're 0-5, you still don't fire the coach. That's my take.
See, now, and this gets into kind of a bigger question, man. Is this about winning games, or is this about asses in seats? That's really where it comes down to, and I'm sure that the colleges are looking at this the exact same way. Winners, all right, put asses in seats, put games on prime time, gets that big media money and all that other good stuff. So you could look at it one way. One, no, you don't fire the guy week one. Here's a funny thing. Joe, put me big screen here. I want to make sure I get my point made here.
Yeah.
Kind of the big thing. You can play perfectly. Your team can play perfectly. It can execute your game plan perfectly, and you still lose because the other team simply had a better game plan. It's just funny how that works. In any sport, doesn't matter. On any given day, any team can beat any other team. Sports are funny like that. So for all we know, I don't think so, because that looked bad, man. But for all we know, Alabama executed perfectly, but they were executed against just a little bit better. Now, you don't fire your head coach after week one, unless you're like New York Yankees, unless you're doing like a Billy Martin or something like that. But you don't fire your head coach week one. We have, this season hasn't even started yet. I mean, it is not even started yet. And you're already talking about rebuilding. What do you think a new coach is going to do? What do you think a brand new coach, not familiar with the organization, the players, anything, what do you think he's going to do? And how do you think week two would look if you fired the coach in week one? For God's sakes, at least have a plan. If you're going to do it, do it. I get it. All right. Action is taken. Morale is improved. Asses in seats. It's a storyline, and sports is driven just as heavily on storylines as they are on actual athletics. So I understand that. And I would say the same thing if it happened. I'd say that was stupid, but I know why you did it. But what would be the results? That would be my question for all the Alabama diehard fans. What results would you expect in week two if you fired the coach in week one, the head coach? Who's going to replace him? Because if there was anybody on that coaching staff that could have replaced that head coach, they would have replaced that head coach. But that's not how it happened. So what results are you expecting here? That's my take on that.
It's not like baseball or hockey where the coach is just there to kind of set a rhythm for the season. You could fire the coach. It doesn't change what the players are doing at bat to at bat or pitch to pitch, except in some very extreme circumstances. In football, it takes years to implement their strategy. Let's say at least 1 year. You're giving up on the season if you're firing the coach in the early part of you. Hey, listen, you want to fire the coach with 3 games left in the season to have an interim coach, take the baton and then start getting ready for the following year. Maybe there's some logic to that. I just don't see. I think the fans need to just chill for a minute.
And you know what, Joe? I know we're just doing these for shorts right now. We'll get a rhythm, man. But look, when you're taking the mic, you also got to take the big screen. So hit that button, man. Come on, get in the habit. I've been doing this a long time. You're there. We go. That's what I want to see. So actually, that's a really, really good look. What do you think there, Bill?
That is a good look.
So yeah, we
Right
might
here,
have to.
straight out of Dead Cat Studios, right here.
That's what I'm saying. That's a pretty good look right there. I got to stick with that one. But look, yeah, you just can't do it, man. You cannot do it. Give it just a moment. All right, let it flesh out just a little bit before you start canning head coaches. It's never going to happen. Look, man, if fans were that, I just realized that the icon is obscuring the bulk of the studio. What are you gonna do, man? We're working out it. We'll get it. Yeah, I'm not saying I didn't love the game. I'm not saying I didn't love every single second of that because, boy, I don't like Alabama. I'm an SEC kind of guy. All right. My team is the Arkansas Razorbacks, who did surprisingly well and got 0 mentions. But, it's Arkansas. But yeah, I like anytime Alabama loses is a good weekend for me. All right. No, I you know what? I've got to change my opinion here, Joe. I think it's imperative that Alabama fires their head coach and that they do it today. That they could, in fact, fire the entire coaching staff, fire everybody in the Alabama football athletics department, fire all of them. All right. We can go to Fiverr. We can we can shop around for a new coach. We'll bring it. It'll be great. In fact, I think that's very, very important that we do exactly that right at this minute. So yeah, there you go. I'm all done. That's my whole take.
Notre Dame and Texas also lost, and it's just not that extreme. But yeah, I mean, week 1, just it's possible to win the whole thing even with 2 losses. Like, you got to relax.
Yeah. And it changed around a little bit, but I really don't want them relaxed. All right. I don't like Alabama. I hate Alabama. Not the state. I'm sure the people are fine. I've been there. This state is lovely. The trees, it smells good. It's fun. But yeah, I don't like Alabama athletics at all. And yeah, so I want as much hate and discontent and anger and frustration coming out of that program as we could possibly get, because God help you if Arkansas beats you. And we always play Alabama tough. I mean, we play them tough. So I'm looking forward to it. Can't wait to see it. I think we play them this year. I'm not sure. Maybe Bell could pull that up. Does Arkansas play Alabama this year? I don't know. We got to pass. We're either playing Alabama and we got to pass on Georgia, or we're playing Georgia and we got to pass on Alabama. I don't want either teams, but based on what I was looking at, yeah, I'm very eager to see that game. I'm looking forward to that one. In fact, we might.
When I pull the rankings up later, when we talk about Notre Dame, we could check out both Texas, Notre Dame, and Alabama's schedule. They're all going to be 2-1 in 2 weeks. So
yeah. It's
so.
Yeah.
So AI is telling me that Arkansas does not play Alabama this year.
Yeah, man. That was 15 minutes of ranting I could have did on Breaking Balls. And I hope you guys like the t-shirt, by the way.